wanted to do that so people who's never watched me before would think, what the hell's going on here? Anyway, I got a broken knife here. I've took that down. What I'm going to try and do is cut this handle in half. There's a bit of metal still in there, so I got to try to go alongside that metal. It should be off. I'm going to do it on here. After I tighten the blade up. Let's see if I can go right alongside that metal. Which I did. I've got a cheap knife here, so I'm going to try and open that up like that. So, as you see, the original knife wasn't that long anyway, was it? So when I get that bit of steel out of there, somehow, and then we can recut it to fit back in there, and then glue it back together. Everybody in the house say yeah. So what we're left with is actually a key. So I'm going to try and mimic that to there and put it back in. You knows it makes sense, because it's a good knife. Or, if it's not a good knife, it was a good knife. So somewhere on there, I've got some green. So I put that little piece on there. We'll just spray that on there like that. So you end up with a green knife. Give that a moment in time. One moment in. Oh God, you don't have to sing some shit songs. I know. So let's try and move things over a bit. I don't know how much you're looking at. I don't know how much you want to look at. So if I take that off there now and flip it over, I should have that shape on there. So what we're going to do is cut that shape out with the famous disc lacquer. You shut that door off. It's fucking freezing. That's the trouble, you get the sun, you don't get the fucking warmth. So, undo that. And look for a cutting blade. Got a CD. Here, you start. Got a CD. Here, you start. I don't think that cuts. I don't think it cuts steel. Oh, pardon me. Yep, I can give it a good. That can only mean one thing. It's not the electric's gone. It's not fucking plugged in. Bit of a spaghetti junction you got going there, isn't it, Rob? I'll fix that later. Nail gun, I'm not using that today. Right, disc cutter's on. So we ended up losing that much blade, which is that much in it, you know. And I ended up with that sort of shape. Now if you're not sure of disc cutters, leave them alone. That is my my advice to you the people. I reckon that'll push in there. To you the people, do not mess with things you're not sure of. These are very dangerous. I've told you before, I've had one of them in my hand from the day they was brought out. What I'm doing is roughing it up a bit. What I'm thinking of, can I warm that up? Okay. You see the amount of air bubbles in this? I'm going to try and warm it up and push it into it a bit. See if I can get some sort of bondage. Here's my lighter now. There's one. Well, that's actually glowing a nice deep red. I'm quite surprised at that with a little lighter. Quick, you'll have somebody moaning about the fumes. Oh, them fumes could have killed you. I'm just going to 2-pack that. And we're going to stick that on here like that. With some, you know, proper glue. We'll get the old, get the device on it, you know what I mean. But you want decent glue, you don't want that falling out. That's solid actually. It's quite well in there because I melted it. So we want some 2-pack glue. And then we'll just tidy it back up to a nice shiny finish, and I don't think you're going to notice that's been altered up whatsoever. What do you think? If you look hard enough, you can see you in there. See you? I can see you. And you end up with a knife, and you end up with a knife like that and a shed full of smoke, which is cheap. I think all that will squeeze together. So we know that glue sticks to it, and then it will eventually be like that. It'll eventually be like that.